Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the ELYON Closed Beta. So in this video I'm probably just going to go over the two factions, the classes and the character customization, but I will be doing quite a bit on ELYON. I'm going to try and look at some of the dungeons, the player housing and stuff. I'll see what I get through because I don't have too much longer with the closed beta. I just randomly got a key one day into the beta already, so I decided, why not? Let's give it a look. So in the closed beta right now, there's two servers, and the way they've got factions set up right now, if you select a server, you have to choose your faction as soon as you select the server. I don't know if this is going to be a feature in the main game, but once you've selected a faction on a server, you can't go the opposite faction on that same server, which is an interesting choice. I don't know if that'll be in the main game or if it's just for the beta. I don't know why they'd need to do that. It's interesting though. Alright, so here I already have a couple characters made. I've got my gunner and my assassin character. But for now we're going to take a look at the character customization and the different classes that you can play. So first of all, we have the Warlord, and this is a human Warlord. There's 4 races you can go currently. There's the human, elf, Ein, and Orc. I don't know if there's going to be more in the full game. I should really look it up. I kind of went in blind, so this honestly feels like enough for the moment. But we have the human male, and we'll take a look at the female as well. Just for those of you that are curious, we'll go through each of the races. So that's the human male and female. There's the female elf and male elf, which is what my two characters are, because I always play an elf. It's just what I do. And then we have the Ein, which you don't get to select a gender for. They are just these small animal creatures. And they're interesting. There's a couple different ones we can go through. We'll probably look at these first so you can see what their customization is like. And then we have the Orc finally. So with the male Orc. And the female Orc. And they look pretty cool. And then we have the 5 classes currently available. So the Warlord, we have the Elementalist, kind of looking like Yennefer there. We have the Mystic. We have the Assassin. And then we also have the Gunner, which is what my first character currently is. So your Warlord's basically your tank. Your Elementalist is your mage. Let me switch these to male so you can see what these look like as well. So Warlord's your tank. Elementalist is your mage. Mystic is your support type character. They're also a mage, but you know, they also have heals and can help out in that way. Your Assassin's like your rogue, though you do have some ranged abilities. You can vary up abilities, which I'll look at a little later on. And then you have your Gunner, which is basically your ranged DPS. So let's start by looking at the Ein's customization, because I know everyone is probably curious about this. So there isn't as much customization for the Ein as some of the other races, but currently you can choose between some of the presets, so you can be, I don't know what this is. You do look like a small teddy bear though. So you can be a rabbit. You can be a, I don't know what the top 2 are. That's supposed to, I don't know. The seal or something. And then you can be a cat, of course, if you want to be a small cat. Again, you are very small. And then you also have a raccoon looking character if you want to, you know, be like Rocket Raccoon. And then as for the fur, you can change it. You can change it about a bit. You can change your iris, play around with the different colors in there as well. Of course, I don't really feel a need to play around with any of this, but I mean, if you want to, you can get pretty wild with it. You can even have some question marks in your eyes. I think they were dollar signs. You know, if you want to look like a games publisher, there you go. There's the look. And then there are sliders. You can mess around with the eyes. You can make your character look very silly if you choose to do so. Change the eye gap. And then mouth depth. So you got a bit of customization. Some of the other races you can actually pull on their face, like in Black Desert, where you can morph the face that way. It doesn't seem to be the case with the Ein currently. I don't know if there's different options for the different presets. So if I was to go a bunny, for example, it all seems to be pretty much the same. You can mess around with it how you want. Change your ear size, and then you can also change your body and your head size, which doesn't have that much of an effect on the Ein, but again, on some of the other races, you can make yourself look a bit more ridiculous. You can have a massive head if you choose to do so. But yeah, you know, you can play around with this a bit. You can even save and load characters. Here I've got one that we messed about with on stream. There you go. And that's a games publisher right there, okay? What else can we put in our marketplace? Oof. So as you can see, you can get pretty silly with it, and it's pretty nice. You of course can also hide the UI if you want to take screenshots or make a YouTube thumbnail, which is this guy's going in the thumbnail. How do I get that UI? Oh, and then you just hover over it to get the UI back. You can remove the outfit and it looks really weird, so let's put that back on. And then you can also try on different outfits. So some of these you will get just through playing the game. And then that one right there, which looks very silly. There's some like, there seem to be like school uniforms as like the current costumes in the game, because people like school uniforms for some reason. And then you can sort of pose. I don't know what. Oh, he's holding the gun, but it's like sort of going into his head. It's not the best pose. Yeah, there's a few you can do here, and then you can hide the UI and play around with it, so that's pretty neat. Let's go take a look at some of the other races. So let's look at a human warlord. I'll vary up the gender in the race and the class as we go through. So for this one, as you can see, there's a few more options. I believe maybe it's just the elf, but there's a few presets here, but you can mess around. You look like a Viking. Very nice. So again, you have a lot of different hair options. You can be bald, of course, if you choose to do so. And there's a lot of varieties of long hair, which is fine. I don't think there's many short hairs, if that's what you're looking for. It is a Korean game, though. And then there's also plenty of colors. You have hair luster. You can have your hair ends be different as well. You get some pink in there or whatever, make your hair green. There's a lot you can do. You can change the potency. Then as for the beards aren't very good. From like what I saw of the elf. Like, what's the fullest beard you can get? I think that's the fullest beard you can get currently. I don't know if the orcs have better beards, but it's not ideal. You know, I would like bigger beards, please. If that's an option. Oh, hold on. We do have long beard. Okay. Hold on. Never mind. I don't think the elves had these. We can have longer beards. This is very colourful and doesn't look the best, but this is what we're going with. Well, let me change the hair colours back to black, so you have a better look at this. Right, so there's actually a bit of variety here. You can have longer beards. You can have like a Gandalf style beard, but if you wanted to, you could have something like that. That seems to be the longest you can get it. That's pretty cool. We'd have the face and skin options, and this is where you can actually like drag stuff instead of using the sliders. So you do have these options. I actually think these are the only options you have. Hold on. So yeah, you can mess around with your ears, the eyes, you can place them wherever you want. And they will stay symmetrical. So yeah, they are options. You can also change your skin color. you just go like... Okay, I was looking to see if you could go like bright red or something, but I don't think you can do that. Change to the roughness of the skin. Oh, you can get like a pale blue. And look kind of green, little undead. Yes, you can do that. But yeah, you can't like tan your skin completely red or something. It's not that silly. But so far, that's pretty good. And then you also have your eyes customization. Again, you can change your eye reflection. You can change the light source, the iris shape. You really want those like flaming Eye of Sauron looking eyes, you can go for that. You have a few options, and oh, those ones look very scary. Got those like lizard eyes. But yeah, I guess that's what we're going with. And then there's also a variety of eyebrows. Again, some very nice options for the humans. A lot more than you get with the Ein. And you get makeup and whatnot, which I don't really need to mess with. I guess my lips are now pink though. But yeah, you can actually go for a bunch of preset lips. But again, if you want to change how your face looks, you've got to click on the face and drag. You have these sliders at the bottom as well. And you can switch to detailed form, which means you can get them real close with some of the details and mess around. Actually, I hadn't noticed this previously, but you have the simple form. And then you have the detailed form where you can go in and edit some of the smaller details. Like the nose width. Or the corners of your eye. Alright, we're looking very silly. But yeah, outside of that, you then have your body and your head size. So, of course, what we can do is we can just make our head massive and our body really small. And that looks very silly. It's very nice. And then we've got tattoos that we can go for as well, which we would have to remove our outfit to see properly. You get a few options here. They're all like tribal tattoos. You can kind of look like a demon hunter if you wish. Or you can just be a spooky, scary skeleton. Again, I mean, I don't really use tattoos in games, but if you do, you can't really move them about or place them, which is a shame, but it is what it is. You can make it a bit more transparent, but that's about it. And then finally, we have our voice, which you can go for and test them. You can test them with sadness or laughter or aggression. It's honestly hard to tell the difference between some of the voices sometimes. But they're all there, and then again, you can try on outfits like we did with the Ein on top. Like I was saying, there's all these school uniform ones that everyone really likes. But yeah, let's go look at the elves next. Right, so we'll look at a female elf next, I guess. With the Elementalist. We'll go with that. I'm wondering what options we have here. And you have a bunch of pre-made that you can go for. I assume the settings aren't going to be too much different. Whether you're playing a male or a female. Maybe you... well, you probably can't get beards on the female characters, but that's about it. So you have a variety of hairs that you can go for. We'll just quickly scan through some of these. Just choose one. We go like a long one, that's fine. Again, you can select a bunch of colors. This is the luster. Change the hair end length as well. That's what you can do here. And then again, you have the dye range and stuff, so you can change how potent it is, which is cool. So we have options there. I don't know what I want to go for. Maybe we'll just do that for now. Why not? as for the face, we can mess around with this again. And then you have the detailed form as well, where you can just make the lips a lot bigger, or open the mouth slightly, I guess. So yeah, you can do stuff like that. And then for the eyes, it looks like we have all the same irises, all the same options that we had with the humans. So it looks like it's mostly the same for humans and elves. And you can add like blush if you want. Change your lipstick. And then you have a bunch of mouth options as well. So there you go. And then body and head size you can mess around with. So you can make yourself giants. I just think the big head stuff is really funny. I don't know. I miss games that have big head modes. There's not enough of those anymore. And then of course we have tattoos again, which all seem to be the same. Hold on, let's hide UI. Alright, we're all good. But yeah, it looks like it is all just the same tattoos. You have the spooky scary skeleton. The tattoo doesn't go as far down, which is a shame, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, that seems to be that. Again, you have the schoolgirl outfit. That one's got a cat on its head, which is interesting. And these are just some of the different outfits you can get from being an elementalist. So there you go. Alright, finally, let's go take a look at the orc. And we'll look at a orc. I feel like an orc warlord would have been good, but we'll go with orc mystic. Why not? I want to see if they can get beards. They can get beards. So again, we have a bunch of options here. I feel like the option... Oh, we have less hair on the orc. You have a few varieties of mohawk, I guess. Oh. Yeah, it's not as good with the hair on the orc, but there you go. You mess around with that. Go with whatever you want. And you can only get a long beard on the orcs. You can't get a short beard. So I'm pretty sure elves can't get a long beard either. They can only get the short beard. Let's go with like a Geralt orc, I guess. So that's what I'm going with. Then the eyes again all seem to be the same. Looks like the colors aren't as bright on the orc. You have the different makeups, different lips as well. Oh, we can also change your jawline and make it very big. On detailed form. What can we do with the detailed form? So if we click, we actually lock the menu in. You can use the sliders properly from there if you want to get really detailed with it. Yeah, there we go. And then we have body and head size again. So of course I'm going to give them a really small body and a massive head. Because why would I not? And again, let's remove the outfit. All the tattoo. Ooh, that one glows. I don't remember if that one glowed in the other ones, but that was very bright. Yeah, so they're all the same tattoos. So if you're looking for tattoos on your character, there isn't really that many, unfortunately. But yeah, that is about it for the character customization. I don't know if they'll put in more in the future, if there's going to be more classes or races. We will have to see, but so far, it's actually not that bad. It's not as detailed as something like BDO, but I think it's good enough. But yeah, once you've created your character and selected it, you can either choose to skip the tutorial, or you can go for the one tutorial mission, which then sets you out into the open world. So yeah, that is it for character customization. So thanks for watching. I will be back looking at some of the dungeon stuff, trying to maybe do little previews of the different classes that I can do. I don't have a lot of time, so I might not do that, but we'll definitely look at the other dungeons in the game. And the housing as well. So yeah, thanks for watching everyone. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the usual YouTube stuff. catch me over on Twitch, all that, and I will see you all in the next video.